Hello, I'm Ollie and this is CriminOlly, where I talk about crime, pulp, horror, that kind of thing. Today, vampires, mushrooms and dragons. It's my weekly wrap-up. So before I start the video today, I just wanted to very quickly show you this book. So this is They Own the Night by Amy McCaw. This just came in the post from Amy. Thank you again, Amy, for sending this to me. This is Amy's new book. So this is a YA take on the Dracula story set in the 1980s. It sounds really, really fabulous. I really enjoyed Amy's previous book, or one of her previous books, Mina and the Undead. This looks very fun indeed. I have got a book haul video which is going up in the week ahead, but this just missed the cut-off date, if you like, for that video. I received it just after filming it, so I thought I would show it today as it came out this week. Right, let's get on with the normal video then. So I've only finished 2 books this week, but the reason for that is one of the books was absolutely huge, but it was also fantastic. So it was King Sorrow by Joe Hill, which, as you can see, is an absolute beast of a book. Beast being an appropriate word because it's about a horrific dragon. So this was really, really good. Definitely the best thing I've read by Joe Hill. I've had kind of mixed reactions to the previous 2 novels I've read by Joe Hill. So I've read The Fireman, which I thought was like fine but not amazing, and Nosferatu, which I thought was really good in places but not so great in other places. This I thought was much more consistent. I really, really enjoyed this. I'm going to do a full review of it, but the kind of summary is, without any spoilers at all, is it's about a group of friends in the, I think it starts in the, does it start in the 80s or the 90s? I think it starts in the 90s, 89. So a group of friends at college who end up, for various reasons, summoning this dragon and using it to get one of their number out of some trouble, basically, and things escalate from there. It's a kind of Faustian deal. So they do a bit of a deal with the devil, and it bites them. And it's about them then over the subsequent decades and how they manage that. So it's about friendship, it's about revenge. It's just really, really great. It's, as I say, it's a huge book. It's nearly 900 pages, but I could not put it down. I absolutely loved this. Really enjoyed all of the characters, all of the twists and turns of the story. It's probably more like dark fantasy than horror, I would say, but completely gripping. I've really, really loved it. Okay, the other thing I finished this week then was this. This is Mycelia by J.J. Lincoln. J.J. Lincoln very kindly sent me a copy of this a little while ago. So this was enjoyable and interesting, but not like amazing. So it's got a really interesting setup. So it's about a group of people who go to this kind of like house in the middle of nowhere, like a big house, to take an experimental treatment to cure them of like various psychological problems, and that treatment involves microdosing on magic mushrooms. Basically, the central character is a guy who's kind of haunted, literally haunted, because he sees his brother's ghost all the time, haunted by the death of his brother, and is also struggling against various addictions. And I thought that central character was really quite well done, like very convincing. And interesting and enjoyable to read. The other characters who he meets in this house are interesting too, and it all comes together to a really, really enjoyable and satisfying climax, I have to say. But there were some bits along the way where I felt like it didn't quite carry me along as well as I would have liked. But overall, you know, a fun and enjoyable kind of quick horror read with some enjoyable kind of horrific scenes where you're not really sure if the characters are hallucinating or dreaming or if it's reality. So yeah, quite a fun read. The other thing I have been reading and I need to get back to, King Sorrow definitely distracted me from it, was Vampires del Norte by Isabel Canas. So this is the group read for Vamptember. So I'm about 50 pages through. So I do need to pick this up again. But I'm really in the mood at the moment for just something that I know is going to be gripping and enjoyable. So I think I'm actually going to read a little bit of Vampires on the Norte, but dive into Airframe by Michael Crichton this week, which is the book I'm buddy reading with my dad this week, because Michael Crichton books are just always very reliable, enjoyable entertainment. So I think I'm going to be reading both of these in the week ahead. In terms of channel stuff then, so you've had 3 videos from me as usual since my last weekly wrap up. So you had my review of The Stepdaughter by Caroline Blackwood, which is a really gripping and weird but very, very enjoyable. It's not a thriller exactly, but it has kind of elements of suspense to it, definitely. A book about a woman who's effectively trapped in her apartment with her stepdaughter, who she absolutely despises. So you've had my review of that. You had me unboxing a box of books, so like a lucky dip box I bought from a UK publisher called PS Publishing, which has some really interesting things in it, some nice kind of horror anthologies and things like that. And you also had my August wrap-up, so talking about all of the books I read in Garb August. In the week ahead then, you're going to get a review of Wrecked by Alex Gonzalez, which is a new horror novel that I read recently and really enjoyed. You're going to get that book haul video, which I've already filmed, and something else, but I'm not sure what. If there's anything in particular you'd like me to talk about, drop it in the comments, and maybe I'll try and film it for this week or for next week. Anyway, that's me done for today. Hope you've had good reading weeks, whatever you've been reading. Look out for my review of King Sorrow. So King Sorrow comes out, when does it come out? Sometime in October, 21st of October. So I'll probably film my review of it soon, but schedule it for like a week or so before the book comes out. I know a lot of people are keen to know what this is like. My short review, as I say, is it's fantastic, but stay tuned for the full review in a few weeks. Right, I will leave it there. Hope you've had good reading weeks, and I will say, as always, thanks very much for watching. Hope you're safe and well out there. Hope you're reading good stuff, and I'll speak to you again very soon. Cheerio.